Hello, hello. Welcome to this Ecliptic Spiritualist channel. It is already July the 29th, 2020, and we are getting it in throughout this month of July with this interesting summer that we've had of eclipses, solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, to us going through a lot of transition. Okay, so let's get it into what the divine source has to say to us today. We have the Three of Swords in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse, and we have the Six of Wands in reverse. So we've got some interesting energy. I hope that you will hold on to your hats, because I got some things that I would like to explain that the source of spirit guides was given to me as I was mulling over this meditation of what I was going to bring, what the divine source has to bring to you today. So I hope you stay tuned throughout the whole message, and then get ready for coming up this week into full moon energy. Okay, now with this Three of Swords in reverse, okay, this is where you're turning within, looking at the mistakes that you've had, and looking at the mistakes that you've had and others, looking at what you've done with others, what kind of mistakes that you've had with other people, your relationships, looking within, and how did I make the mistakes, looking from within, and how did you make certain mistakes with dealing with other people, relationships, and such. Okay, so but with this Six of Staffs in reverse coming in, you're so concerned about this you're concerned about it as if it's in a betrayal type manner. Like, okay, they're betraying you, but this is your defense to putting up a wall, not to love again, because of the risk. Okay, and lots of times when we're faced with things in ourselves, it's about vulnerability, looking from within, especially with the moon issues that are coming in with Cancer, and the creativity with Leo, and all of these planets that are in reverse. Let me give you a few ways to end destructive pride. This is moving into an energy of pride when you want to when you're being brought to look within the mistakes that you've had, but also looking as a betrayal versus looking at I'm being prideful. This is not something that's popular in today's society about pride, because we have moved into a cycles over the decades of everything is okay to be prideful or vanity or puffed up or about myself. Those are defense mechanisms of not really working with the energy of godliness, or working with godliness, balancing out the spirit of truth and balance from within. Okay, so that's a sense of destructive pride. But let me give you some tips on what the divine was giving me on how to work with not putting up this defense mechanism and looking at yourself truly from within, and not someone's betraying you and not taking risk. You want to go on to number one is embrace vulnerability. Don't be scared of looking stupid. And that's what the divine gave me. Don't be scared of looking stupid. There's a line between fear and pride, and nearly imperceptible. Okay? At the heart of pride, there's fear of looking stupid. Pride convinces people to feel justified in quitting in the areas of love, in quitting in the areas of relationship, in quitting in a lot of areas because of prideful people. Approval is sought at all costs, even at the cost of success. So pridefulness can lead you in really basically feeling like you're looking stupid. Okay? And that's basically on that. Now, number two is remember, work pays in dividends of success. So pride causes people to experience feelings of entitlement. They expect maximum results from minimal efforts and throw their hands up in the air when things don't immediately go their way. Well, newsflash, here's the thing. Microwave life It doesn't work. The world owes you nothing. The other person owes you nothing. Okay? And this is a hard reality to swallow, even in the world plagued with the patterns of entitlement, or the patterns of I've been betrayed, or the pattern of vanity or puffed upness. Pride is that, not being in a way of humbleness and accepting that maybe you have caused some of these things in your life, which you have. If you're feeling an area of betrayal or looking at your mistakes, that's the divine and source, the spirit guides bringing your mistakes back to you to what rectify them, so that way you can move on successfully in relationships, or successfully in a job relationship, successfully with partnerships. Hopefully that you can hear me loudly. I do suffer with allergies throughout the summer. So this is something that you want to take a look at. Take responsibility for your life. Don't blame others, for your mistakes in relationships or mistakes. These are hard truths that the divine and source of spirit guides want us to work on in our sacred space, your meditation time, your prayer time. Take responsibility for your life. I have to do the same thing. We're all responsible. Don't blame others. The art of ownership is a dying one. Taking responsibility in our society is a dying one. It's one that people don't want to do. We want to run around and act like untruths and not being responsible for ourselves. Everyone wants to point the finger somewhere else. Okay, the finger, while you pointing it, comes back to you, looking at the woman or the man in the mirror. Pride that comes from blaming is dangerous because it causes people to feel justified in their actions and inactions. After all, it's not their fault in a lot of things that you're looking at for mistakes in yourselves and making mistakes within yourself because you haven't taken the time to apply different measures or study to see how you can switch things around and not feel like you're always betrayed or being set up. All right. Also, there is number 4, with the divine and source spirit guys was saying, is embrace abundance. Don't validate your success by the failure of others. This comes through looking at your own mistakes and betrayal. People often manifest in itself in an insatiable desire to be the very best at no matter the cost. So you have to be not fall victim to this pride measure of validity of their own successes, or how much success it is with others in your relationships, in your businesses, in your relationships with money as well, relationships with your bosses, or relationships on your job, but mainly relationships in the matter of love, because we are considerably sent here to understand unconditional love. That's what we're sent here to do. So if you feel like you've had failed relationships and these things are coming up with turning within and looking within, you need to look at the man and the woman in the mirror. Now with the astrological forecast, it's tying into this, okay? With Mercury is out of the shadow right now. And that means that he's out of retrograde, but now beyond those numbers in new territory. All right. So this is a blessing for some of us. So we can finally get some things moving forward, and we can finalize what has been lingering for some time. While Mercury was in retrograde and now is out of the shadow phase and moving forward into the sign of Cancer, we also have 2 new moons in that site with the sun moving through Cancer as well. So that's dealing with family, love, mistakes, relationships, communication, something that tied into yesterday. Okay, we are looking at family dynamics. The emotional baggage has come to surface. You can see this everywhere you look, even in your own backyard. That's what the divine and source spirit guides is bringing. Looking at your own backyard. Emotions are running high for a lot of people. And if you can let off some steam a little bit at a time during this week, that is better than a pot boiling over. Okay. So I personally have experienced some family matters going on with eclipses, solar eclipses, and that were a long time coming. Okay, so it's wonderful to witness a togetherness as well. And I have been dreaming about, even within my family and my family dynamics, with long distance family members as well, moving in closer, people becoming closer during such this time of 2020. Just remember that not all big emotions or moments are stressful or bad. Okay, they can be a wonderful aspect. Remember to stay open to that, to when you listen in and read these words that I'm saying. And you can read the words that is on the blog on eclipticspiritualist7.com underneath the North Node block. Okay, I talk about how everything is lining itself up astrologically. In saying that, I welcome you to click the notification so that way that you can get all of our wonderful videos here that we offer. You can schedule intuitive readings on our website as well as doing spell work with me, doing getting your metaphysical supplies. There are some that's still en route to many that have come to the channel. You can schedule your appointments right on the website now, okay? Which is great, so that way you know exact good time that works for you. So follow us here on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook alike. We are moving in some great directions coming in. I've been doing a lot of studying, sitting back and mulling over things with the eclipses. Also, don't forget to join Patreon. Today is Sacred 2020 to build up your sacred space, to build up health and energy and journaling and so much more. Apply the work in this arena that we're in. Do what? Apply the work. Work in, work out. Nothing in, nothing out. Okay? So I love you for watching today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to videos. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.